Well, at a glance, it seems like a silly thing to do, to say the least, but as we've learned over the last few weeks, the recession has acted as a catalyst and provided the opportunity for some people to follow their passion and set up their own business.
Now, this morning we're joined by three more: Ciara Crossan from weddingdates.ie, Michelle Collins from Zena Boutique and Gifts, and Sharon Lawless, who has set up the Troubleshooters, a business to help other businesses in trouble, obviously. Now, we'll start with Michelle. Michelle, Zena Boutiques and Gifts. Now, you had an interest in the area before, and you decided to basically pursue your passion.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I always had an interest in jewellery. I was always known for, if you wanted something mad, go to Michelle, you're going to find it. Did you have an arts and crafts background? Never. Had nothing. I didn't come from any of this sort of background.
So just a good eye and a flair for it?
Just a good eye, right. And that was it. And it started about 10 years ago, doing little jewellery bits. And then 2 years ago, I said, I'm not enjoying the job I'm doing. I'm going to just sink everything I have into a passion I absolutely love, and it comes down to colour. I do sizes all the way up. I hate women dressed in black, anything. It's colour. I know. I said it today.
You'd be made over by the end of it all.
You also, there's an ethical aspect to what you're doing as well, because fair trade is a very important part of this for you.
Very, very big. This is a fair trade top. Everything is prepaid up front. It guarantees the men and the women are paid the same wage. No children under 16 can work. They have to go to school. So it has a non-effect. It's environmentally friendly, and we're very concerned about the environment nowadays. So as much as I can do.
But with all that, and the fair trade goods tend to be a little bit more expensive. So in this climate, how is business going for you?
Very, very well.
Really?
Very, very well, because when you pay up front for your garment, you know exactly what your prices are going to be, how much you're going to charge your customer, and it's all about giving good value at the end of the day, and that's what it boils down to.
It's more ethical way of
where are you based, Michelle?
Business.
In Glasnevin. In
Glasnevin, okay. I reading the notes, there's a lovely line in this, and it was very refreshingly honest, and I thought, you know what, if she believes this may actually be the key to the success. And you said, if this goes down, I go down.
I go down.
So basically everything is on the line here for you.
Everything, every single penny I have is in this. My partner supports me totally in it, because he just sees the love I have for it, and I have nobody else to blame but me at the end of the day.
Were the banks supportive?
The banks, they were supported at an extremely high interest rate, and it just wasn't financial to go down that road. And now, when I've approached them, they're not interested.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
we'll see. That, with any bit of luck, that will come around, and make sure you remind them.
Oh, I will. Sorry.
This is an interesting one. I know many people will be fascinated by this. Weddingdates.ie, for anyone who wants to get married. Come on, explain it all to us.
This is Ciara Crossan, by the way.
Ciara, yeah.
Thanks. The concept behind weddingdates.ie is it allows couples to type in the date they want to get married, which is all important. I mean, when couples get engaged, that's the first thing they do, is set the date. So it allows them to key in the date and the county in Ireland that they want to get married in, and then see all of the venues that are available on that date.
Well, how did you come up with this idea? You're not married yourself, are you?
No.
But are you like Muriel's wedding? Did you build a scrapbook? Like, how did you come up with the idea in the first place?
No, not quite.
Did you encounter a bridezilla or a bridesmaid? There has to be some reason behind it all.
Well, my family's background is actually in the hospitality industry, and then my own degree was business and IT. So I suppose it's kind of coming from both of those sides. Yeah. But I actually worked in HR for a number of years, and if anyone knows the HR department, it's full of women, and just saw a few of my friends go through the stress and strain, and you know, when a girl gets engaged, you know, if the ring goes on her finger, she doesn't turn into Frank overnight, you know. It's a very, very daunting task for someone to plan their wedding.
I have 5 sisters. I know well what you're talking about. It's a nightmare listening to them at the time. Watching all this, I love each and every one of them. But what is the support structures in place for you? Did you have to sink all your money into it as well, or what did you do?
I suppose initially it was the infamous 3 F's, you know, friends, family and fools, as they say. And I suppose I was lucky enough that, you know, I didn't have huge capital investment like a shop, you know. A website, to set up a website, it's a relatively low cost startup. But I have been very lucky. I'm based down in Cork, and I've been very lucky to get a lot of support from the Enterprise Board in Cork, and also Enterprise Enterprise Ireland.
That's good to hear, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one thing you know, that I would say to any entrepreneur is, you know, go out there, ask for help, find out what's available. The Enterprise Board has been fantastic to me in Cork, and I've for the last year been on an enterprise programme, kind of an incubation programme for new startup businesses.
Sorry, Michelle said something very interesting. That you know, if this goes down, I go down. And in the brief relating to you, there was an interesting comment which I thought again could probably be the key to your success was, and it's a very wise kind of thing. A little bit of ignorance goes a long way when you're starting up. So there was no, you didn't know what you were letting yourself in for. So therefore, you had no fear.
Not a clue, not a clue. And so many people were kind of saying to me, "Do you really know what you're getting yourself into, Ciara?" But a little bit of ignorance is bliss when you're starting your own business, because if you really knew how hard it would be,
you wouldn't know,
that's just a little bit too much fear.
You're doing very well now. I mean, you're probably one of the few businesses in the country actually hiring. Tell us about that.
Yeah, just it's just kind of a recent development. I'm really excited to announce that I've...
Today's your 6-month anniversary of the business?
Yes, today the website's
announcing?
live today. 6 months, and I'm announcing 10 new positions around the country. So I'm currently recruiting for 10 regional sales agents based in different areas all around the country to really help me build up the momentum of wedding dates, get into the venues, get into the wedding suppliers all around the country.
These are the green shoots that they keep telling us about.
Exciting times.
Now let's move on to Sharon Lawless. Sharon Lawless will be very well known in our industry, but on the PR end, she would be responsible for providing a lot of material for broadcasting, for programmes and people like that. But now you're kind of moving out front, so to speak, Sharon. So tell us about Troubleshooters. I presume it does what it says on the tin, does it?
Yeah, it does, exactly. There are 4 of us that got together. Myself, John Lowe, who most people would know as the Money Doctor. Paula Clark, who specialises in customer service, staff incentives, basically, you know, training and coaching staff to love their jobs and make sure they're in the right job. And Deirdre McHugh, who's a barrister, she specialises in employment law.
Okay.
And just from, you know, doing our own work over the last number of years, we realised, working with all different types of companies, the same problems come up regardless of the size or the type of industry. And we had actually got together just about a year ago to work on a television programme that I was developing. And it was exactly that. Exactly like that. And we thought, you know, when the downturn came, we said, look, we're doing this already. You know, we're working with companies in developing this television programme. Why don't we just go and do it as an actual business? You know,
how does it actually work? Do people approach you? Have you advertised, or what have you done?
No, we haven't. We've actually just launched this week, and we have the website up there. People can contact us through the website.
Troubleshooters.ie.
Yeah, Troubleshooters.ie. And we will then give them a call back. We'll know straight away whether we can help the people or not. We're not interested in businesses that are so obviously about to go out of business. There's nothing we can do for them. We're interested in working with people like Michelle and Ciara that started out to do something that they're incredibly passionate about, and they were excellent at doing, but they got caught up in the admin or looking after staff or trying to keep staff or find staff or you know, trying to make sure the finance
So you're about growing and nurturing these fledgling businesses
and providing a route map through the startup difficulties.
And not even just for startups. In fact, we're probably more interested in businesses that are 2 or 3 or 4 years down the line, where the business owner has just got distracted from what they set out to do and they just can't see the wood for the trees.
Well, of course, there are 3 phases, aren't there? There's startup, then which is full of enthusiasm and passion and all the rest. So then there's the settling in period, and you get over that hump, and then there's the long haul, which is the 3rd phase. And they are 3 very specific phases.
Yeah, very much so. And what we want to do is go in, take the company apart, so to speak, let the business owner go and do what they set out to do and what they're expert at doing, and tear the company apart, fix the problems and give it back to them, essentially, with systems in place that they can manage and, you know, the right people doing the right job, so that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing and it's left to run smoothly. Otherwise, you know, you get into a situation where you're going, I don't have the time to find out if the Enterprise Board can help me. I don't have the knowledge to go to the bank and see if I'm on the best product that's available. I don't know how to go about marketing, you know, and you end up just giving up. And that's what's happening with a lot of businesses, and we don't want to see that.
Ciara and Michelle are nodding away. They're listening to you.
Exactly.
They might be availing of your services in time to
Just
come.
very quickly, Sharon, it strikes me, given the level of your expertise and John's and the others, that would this be an expensive service?
No, it depends really on what needs to be done. You know, somebody is going to ring us and say, look, I just don't know what to do. I'm at the end of my tether. I'm never home. I'm just going mad. And we will go and we'll meet them and just sort out and find out what the problem is.
So potentially you could operate on a full, no fee basis if you like the people and the cut of the jib and all the rest?
Well, if what we're doing is people that we would have on the television programme, now we're still, you know, I can't say anything about dates of the television programmes, they're still in development at the moment, but, you know, for people that would be on that, there certainly would be no fee.
Okay.
For people that come to us, there would have to be a fee because, you know, we're all spending days in there and it's a very, very quick
well, nobody
process.
expects it for nothing,
Yeah.
but you are aware of the times and how tight money is.
We're going to talk to everybody and we're going to help as many people as we can.
We're going to have to leave it at that. Can we just say to Michelle Collins of Zena Boutique and Gifts and Ciara Crossan from weddingdates.ie and Sharon Lawless from thetroubleshooters.ie. God bless you all, because you're the people who are going to bail us out of the doo-doo.
Put a smile on our faces this morning.
Thank you very much indeed, and we wish you the very best.